Bruze Cruze Podcast, the only Oh, hey there, Bruzernation. Raise those anchors and get ready to take a ride on the Bruze Cruze. This week on the Bruze Cruze Podcast, the only podcast that brings you pro wrestling for your ears, a climactic battle awaits us as Night 15 gets underway with a matchup we've all been waiting for. Jeff Cobb versus Will Osprey. Cobb with his Olympic wrestling background and Osprey with high-octane, high-flying abilities should make this a G1 Climax match to remember. Emanating from the Hamamatsu Arena in Shizuoka, Japan on October 13th, 2020. But once again, we have to go to the Bruze Cruze Tale of the Tournament before we get started. And as we take a quick look at the Bruze Cruze Tale of the Tournament, to date, Will Osprey has 10 points to Jeff Cobb's 6. Will Osprey on a 4-match winning streak. Jeff Cobb just won. Osprey, of course, since you get 2 points for every win, a total of 5 wins to Jeff Cobb's 6 points and 3 wins. 2 losses for Will Osprey in this tournament and a brutal 4 for Jeff Cobb. Not quite the showing that he was hoping for this year in the tournament. Total match length for Will Osprey, 1 hour, 53 minutes, 31 seconds. To Jeff Cobb's 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 52 seconds. Nearly a half an hour longer spent in this tournament by Will Osprey. The average match length for Will Osprey, 16 minutes, 13 seconds. To Jeff Cobb's 11 minutes and 50 seconds. Winning match length for Will Osprey as an average, 15 minutes and 6 seconds. To Jeff Cobb's 12 minutes and 58 seconds. It's taken 19 minutes even to defeat Will Osprey on average. To Jeff Cobb's 10 minutes, 59 seconds. 8 minutes and 1 second longer to defeat Will Osprey than Jeff Cobb. It's been about 3 minutes and 53 seconds in match length. Win-loss differential for Will Osprey, a negative 159 for Jeff Cobb. Another bad stat for the master of the Tour of the Islands. The shortest win for Will Osprey, 7 minutes, 34 seconds. To Jeff Cobb's 11 minutes and 44 seconds. The shortest loss for Will Osprey, 15 minutes, 56 seconds. To Jeff Cobb's 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Better stats all around for Will Osprey. Hitting it last with the longest win of 18 minutes, 46 seconds for Will Osprey. Jeff Cobb, 14 minutes and 44 seconds. Defeating Osprey in that stat, a quicker longest win, but the longest loss for Will Osprey, 22 minutes and 3 seconds. For Jeff Cobb, 12 minutes, 47 seconds. More than 10 minutes longer to defeat Will Osprey in his longest loss in this last year's G1 Climax tournament. Couple more stats for you before we get started. Cobb's 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 52 seconds of total match length is the second shortest in the A block and third shortest in the tournament. Only longer than Yujiro Takahashi and Toru Yano. Will Osprey, with the stats available to us, more than likely to win this tournament on this matchup on stats alone. Taking much longer to defeat Will Osprey in every single match compared to Jeff Cobb. One last stat for you. You guys might like this one. Jeff Cobb and Will Osprey have wrestled once on one of the grandest stages with some of the highest stakes either had wrestled for. They met at the G1 Supercard in Madison Square Garden in April of 2019. Jeff Cobb's Ring of Honor World TV title and Osprey's Never Open Weight title were on the line when the two met, and Jeff Cobb came out of the hard-hitting affair victorious and a cross-promotion double champion. Does Jeff Cobb have it in him to defeat Will Osprey once again, or Will Osprey continue his rise in the G1 Climax tournament, the 30th edition from last year, and avenge that cross-promotion loss to Jeff Cobb and make it to the finals? We join this matchup. Jeff Cobb in the ring, his traditional black and gold siglet, as Will Osprey walks out of the curtain with his green and silver robe. His Rev Pro Wrestling Championship around his waist, playing to the crowd. Now, we know, if you keep up with New Japan, we all know the history of Will Osprey in this past year of 2021. This was just the beginning of his rise to the top of New Japan Pro Wrestling, as Will Osprey walks the steps to get into the ring. We are at 2 minutes, 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds if you're watching along with us on the YouTube page or on Anchor while you're watching this matchup. The Assassin Will Osprey, a member of the Chaos Stable, jaw-jacking already with Jeff Cobb. He has not forgotten that cross-promotional loss just a few short years ago. As we said in the intro, the first matchup for the A block of the evening. 5 total matches for the A block as we march ever so closer to the finals of the 30th edition of the G1 Climax tournament. I might be able to add Will Osprey shotgun dropkick as soon as the bell rings, firing on all cylinders, attacking Jeff Cobb in the corner with right hands and kicks to the gut. Heads to the corner. Jeff Cobb follows. Will Osprey dodges out of the way, misses the back elbow. Jeff Cobb eats that chop like it was nothing, grabs Osprey by the throat, elbow to Jeff Cobb, eats it again, delivers a vicious chop, sending Will Osprey down to the mat. The strength and power of Jeff Cobb, the master of the Tour of the Islands, on full display. Irish whip. Osprey ducks the clothesline attempt. Jumping Frankensteiner sends Jeff Cobb to the mat and rolling out of the ring. Will Osprey feeling it real early here, bounces off the ropes. Jeff Cobb goes out of the way. He saw the taunt coming and grabs Will Osprey in a gut wrench, pulls him through the ropes on the apron. Willie hit him with his gut wrench bomb. Lifts him in the powerbomb. Will Osprey grabs the ropes to halt the momentum and keep from getting powerbombed on the apron. Hard shot to the chest. Goes for a roundhouse. Caught him. Powerbomb, tries to powerbomb him on the floor to no avail. Osprey was able to grab the ropes, backflips over. Standing enziguri from Osprey knocks Jeff Cobb to the floor. Flying over the top rope is Will Osprey with a handspring backwards tope over the top rope, crashing into Jeff Cobb. Back and forth already. Jeff Cobb looks a little dazed from getting smacked right in the face with the entire body of Will Osprey after that backflipping tope con hero double axe handle to the shoulder of Jeff Cobb. Will Osprey rolls Jeff Cobb back into the ring, follows very shortly after, right back on the attack. Right hand, Jeff Cobb, no effect, back to his feet. Head first into one of the white neutral corners by Will Osprey. European uppercut. Now these attacks are having an effect on the Tour of the Islands master Jeff Cobb. Charges Jeff Cobb, drop kick to a seated Jeff Cobb in the neutral corner. Rolls Jeff Cobb, cover one. It powers out, tossing Jeff Cobb a quarter of the way across the ring. The surprise in Will Osprey's eyes tells the story there as he goes with cocky kicks to the face of Jeff Cobb, trying to get him pissed off and off his game. A very, very hard thing to do with the battle-tested Jeff Cobb. Standing right in the face, eats another elbow. The look in his eyes, and now he's asking Cobb to hit him with one. Spinning back kick to the gut as Jeff Cobb reached back to deliver a hard elbow. Smart move by Will Osprey, tries to whip Cobb into the red corner, stops the momentum, whips Osprey into the blue corner, charges, kick to the chest by Osprey, springboard, caught by Jeff Cobb, delivers a overhead belly-to-belly suplex all the way across the ring to Will Osprey. Charges Will Osprey, jumping elbow to the chest of Osprey. Running back suplex by Jeff Cobb to Will Osprey, feeling in complete control. Cover 1, 2. Osprey kicks out at 2. Cobb did not hook the leg, but Osprey did have to expel some energy to get out of that pinning predicament. Cobb is in complete control. The power is taken over. The high-flying, high-octane assault. Headbutt to Will Osprey, sending him back into one of the white neutral corners. Hard chop to the chest, sending Osprey clutching and squatting in the corner. Pulls Osprey back into the corner, or into the middle of the ring. From a side position, stalling suplex by Jeff Cobb, and just plants Osprey in the middle of the ring. Now Jeff Cobb jaw-jacking to Will Osprey. Covers 1, 2. He was jaw-jacking, telling him to keep on coming before he made that cover. Will Osprey expending more energy, but we know from this tournament and past matches of Will Osprey that he very much has plenty in the tank. Right hands to the gut, trying to create some separation. Elbow to the face, bounces off the ropes, charging at Jeff Cobb. He is caught in a bear hug by Jeff Cobb, trying to squeeze the air and breath out of Will Osprey and keep him grounded and slowed down to try to take advantage and get some more points in this tournament. If Jeff Cobb loses, more than likely he will not make the finals. He'll only have 6 points. Elbows to the back and head and back of Jeff Cobb's head and the forehead. One shot to the gut. Twisting gut wrench by Jeff Cobb to both sides. Twists him again. Lifts him up into the power bomb. Jeff Osprey trying to fight it off. Tries to do a Frankenstarter to no avail. He is caught by Jeff Cobb. Lifts him back up. Sunset flip attempt by Osprey to Cobb. Grabs him by the head. Lifts him back in the air from the mat. Tries to do a double hand choke slam to no avail. Drop kick into the chest by Will Osprey. Another great segment and transition by Will Osprey, fighting off the power of Jeff Cobb. Irish whip. Jeff Cobb counters. Back flip, front flip, back flip. Twisting front kick from Will Osprey to Jeff Cobb, sending Jeff Cobb down. Trying to shake the cobwebs from getting caught right in the forehead from that kick of Will Osprey. Both men slow to get up here. Both getting up at the same time. Cobb charges at Osprey, who's in the corner, catches the kick, but gets caught with an enziguri by Osprey. Reverse atomic drop by Osprey. Double hand chop to Cobb to no avail, who returns one of his own. Sends Osprey to the ground, goes for a moonsault. Osprey gets out of the way. Osprey hits a moonsault of his own. Cover 1, 2. Cobb kicks out at 2. Osprey did grab and hook the leg that time as he rolls to the apron for more of his patented springboard high-flying offense. Jeff Cobb back to his feet. Will Osprey, a forearm springboard style from Osprey. Cover 1, 2. Cobb kicks out at 2. That time Osprey did not hook the leg. That might have been detrimental to Will Osprey. He should have covered completely and hooked the leg of Jeff Cobb to try to get out of this matchup with the master of the tour of the islands. And that's the real question here. Can Osprey withstand the strength of Jeff Cobb? As he stands in the corner, awaits Cobb, goes for that vicious running back elbow. Cobb ducks under, catches the leg. Osprey goes for an enziguri, but is caught with a clothesline in midair. Moonsault crashing on Osprey. Cover 1, 2. Osprey kicks out at 2. That was close. What a counter by Jeff Cobb, catching Osprey with that clothesline in midair. He has Will Osprey well scouted, even though these two have only met once in their illustrious careers. Irish whip, Jeff Cobb going for a power slam. Osprey halts his momentum, boots Cobb in the face. Cobb catches him as he charges and goes for the tour of the islands, and he is caught with a standing bow and arrow. Goes for another sunset wheelbarrow. Oh my gosh, the code red. Cover 1, 2. Jeff Cobb once again kicks out at 2. Osprey thought he had it, double checking with the referee that was only 2. Jeff Cobb down, face first on the mat, trying to catch his breath. The eyes are open, but he looks tired already. As Will Osprey starts to feel his second wind, barely looks like he has done anything in this match with the impressive conditioning. He's going for Stormbreaker. Jeff Cobb too big and too much energy right now. Back body drop by Cobb to Osprey. Both men back to their feet. Flipping drop kick, goes for an enziguri. Jeff Cobb ducks under, German suplex, but Osprey's able to backflip out of it. Super kick attempt. Cobb counters, caught each other in the arm with a clothesline, and Cobb hits Will Osprey with a super kick of his own. That super kick rocked Will Osprey as Jeff Cobb grabs the waistband of Osprey. Whoa, standing Spanish fly counter by Osprey. Cover 1, 2. Jeff Cobb kicks out at 2. Completely spent. Will Osprey rolls back to the apron. Looks like he's going for another springboard maneuver here. Springboard 450 right into the gut of Jeff Cobb. Cover 1, 2. Cobb kicks out once again at 2. Will Osprey, with all his offense, is not able to put away Jeff Cobb with that devastating springboard 450. One of the greatest high flyers in the business today, knows how to utilize those ropes to create so much momentum to his impressive offense. Going for the Oz Cutter, Jeff Cobb ducks under, super kick to Jeff Cobb. Super kick again around the back to the face of Jeff Cobb. Now he's going for it again. Will he hit the Oz Cutter? Jeff Cobb able to catch him and halt his momentum. Still too strong. Fireman's carry position, twisting him in the air almost like a F5, sending Will Osprey face first into the mat. A multiple spin, probably spun about 3 times as Jeff Cobb crawls into the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Osprey kicks out at 2. Jeff Cobb hooked the leg, but he was only able to put his head on his chest. There was not enough body on body to defeat Will Osprey with that impressive flying, twisting slam of Jeff Cobb. Irish whip, Jeff Cobb going for the tour of the islands. Osprey bounces over the top. Springboard Oz Cutter attempt again, caught by Jeff Cobb. Just throws Osprey. Springboard Oz Cutter from the middle rope. Covers Jeff Cobb. 1, 2. Jeff Cobb kicks out again. He was able to eventually hook the leg, but it was still not enough. It was a lot of work to get that big leg of Jeff Cobb hooked. Was able to deliver his patented Oz Cutter in a different way this time, springboarding from the corner. Going for Stormbreaker. Gets Jeff Cobb up. Jeff Cobb rolls over the back. Catches Osprey. Osprey on top of the shoulders. Caught. Dropped down with a vicious German suplex by Jeff Cobb. Throws him at the ropes. Jeff Cobb, tour of the islands. Jeff Cobb hits it. Cover 1, 2, 3. And Jeff Cobb defeats Will Osprey with an amazing counter wrestling and stick-to-itiveness, staying with his power game. Quickly hit Will Osprey with that tour of the islands. I don't think Will Osprey particularly enjoyed that tour of the islands that Jeff Cobb provided him. But there you have it. Bruzernation. Jeff Cobb gets the victory. Still able to defeat Will Osprey. That is 2-0 in their career. Bruzernation, what hell of a matchup from Cobb and Osprey. Very quick. Everything was going fast. But what really set everything apart is Jeff Cobb didn't let these stats affect him. Didn't let his standing in the tournament affect him. He stuck to his game and was able to come out victorious in one of the shortest matchups of Will Osprey's tournament from the G1 Climax last year. The very special thank you to all the members of the Bruzernation out there. You truly make this worthwhile. Reach out at BruzernationProductions.com or tweet us at BruzernationPR and continue the conversation. While I'm out here thanking people, I should thank VoicesOfWrestling.com for all the stats they provide for the Bruze Cruze Tale of the Tournament. My podcasting co-hosts for the Turnbuckle, Logan Morris and Travis Napper. The Ohio Media School for teaching me all I know about content creation. The Score on Air Network for helping me find my podcasting and commentary voice. And last but not least, my awesome son Jason for always being supportive and understanding of my busy ass schedule. And Bruzer Nation, stay good, because I'm always good.